friends, this is Vicki with Gramma Vicki Crafts, and today I have made this cute little Grinch for Christmas, and I think he turned out really cute. So if you'd like to make this, stay with me now and I'll show you step by step how you can make yours for the season. So what we need for supplies to make our cute little Grinch wreath are, first of all, the little wreath attachment. Now, I got mine from Temu, and I think in Canada I paid maybe around $4 or so for the little wreath face attachment. So the rest of the supplies are from the Dollar Tree. I've got the 2-pack of the 8-inch wreath rings. You'll need both of those. And you'll need one, if you have it, one of the Easter egg shaped wreath rings. Now I had mine from Easter, but if you don't have it, you could use just a circled one, 14-inch probably, would work just as well. But I have this one, so I'll be using this one. So then what we need to do is we need to take our wire cutters and we need to cut the wreath frame apart. Then we're going to add some masking tape onto that just to close it up again so that you don't snag your loofah as you're putting it onto your wreath frame. So I'm going to go ahead now, do that, and attach my loofah onto this wreath. So this is what I mean by attaching some masking tape just onto the end of where you cut this wreath frame apart. And that's only so you don't snag your loofah as you're putting it on. But I'm going to show you a quick way to put your loofah onto your wreath. I'll just drop it down on the floor. Just by putting your hand through the loofah all the way through, pulling it up on your arm. These are really long. And then all you need to do once you get it onto your arm, now you just need to grab where you've put your masking tape and just pull it on over top of that. And that's easier than snagging it all as you're going along. And that's what it's looking like. So then when you get it all the way around, then you want to connect it back together and use another piece of masking tape to hold that together, and then just fluff it all out. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the loofahs on the rest of the frames. Now, these little loofahs are just tied together with a little white string down in here. So if you just take your scissors and be careful not to cut the loofah and just cut that white string, then the loofah just comes apart into one big long strip. Here in a minute. Here. It's just wound around and around to keep it together. And there it is. So there's our long string. We don't need that. And I find that the easiest way to put the loofah on to our wreath frame is to gather it all up on your arm. Just pull it all through onto your arm. Otherwise, it kind of gets stuck on where you've cut the wreath apart. So where you've put your masking tape, just put your hand on the masking tape and just thread it all up onto your wreath frame. And that's how easy that is to do that. So I'll go ahead and put my second one on, and then I'll also put another one on the small wreath frame. So once you have both your loofahs on to your wreath frame, then you just want to take some more masking tape and just tape the two pieces together to make sure that your wreath frame stays together. And then you just need to fluff your little loofahs up around it. So now that I've got my loofah onto my 8-inch wreath frame, now we need to attach our little Grinch face to this. So we're going to, first of all, the little Grinch has got a little hole at the top and a little hole at the bottom. And we're going to set that on top of our wreath frame, like so. And I'm going to connect it at the top and at the bottom with a little zip tie. And that's going to hold his little face on. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that. So here's his little face attached onto the wreath frame. So I used just those small black zip ties simply because I didn't have white ones, but you can use white if you have the white ones. Just make sure they're the small ones though that will go through the tiny holes on the face. So this is how he's starting to look. The top small part will attach again with zip ties to the back of this egg-shaped wreath form. And then my other 8-inch wreath form is going to go inside here and get all fluffed up, and it too will be attached with the zip ties. And that's how he's coming along really cute. This is going to be really cute, guys. So I'm just going to take some more zip ties and just zip tie this middle one into this one and just fluff it all about and close it all in as best as it will, and then I'll be back. So here's the body part of my little Grinch, and I used 3 zip ties, making sure that I attached it to both of the wreaths so that it stays holding. So I've got 3 zip ties, one on the bottom and one on both sides. The top, it won't reach the top because of the curve of the Easter egg. But anyway, so there's his body. So now I'm going to go ahead and attach his little head to the top. So before I attach the little head to the wreath, I have also purchased some of this green fur, and I also got it from Temu, and I'm going to give him just a little tuft of hair just across the top. So I'm measuring out about 6 inches on my mat, and then I'm taking my scissors and I'm going just underneath the backing of the bag to cut this fur, or any fur that you're cutting. That way, when you separate it, it pulls away and it doesn't leave a blunt cut off edge. So I'm going to use that for a little tuft of hair for him. So what I'm going to do is I'll lay him down and I'm going to fold this in half to find the middle, and I'm going to put some hot glue across the front. So I've taken my little 6-inch piece of fur and I've just combed it. Now you want the hair or the fur to be standing up when you glue this down. You want to make sure that your fur is going up. So I'm going to turn him upside down so that when I glue this, I'm going to glue the bottom edge, just all along the bottom edge, right up to the very top of my wreath, and then the fur is all going upwards, and then that's how his hair is going to be attached. So there he is with his little strip of hair attached, and I think that looks pretty cute. So now I did attach the back of this fur to the back part of some of the loofah, just in a couple of spots as well, just to make it hold on a little bit better. But I think that looks pretty cute. So now I'm going to attach his head to his body using the zip ties. So I now have his head attached to his body. So now I'm going to work on his arms. So what I've got for his arms, I'm going to be using one of these. It's called Heatless Curling Set. And it's from the Dollar Tree, and it's in the hair section where you can buy brushes and combs and all the hair accessories. So what I'm going to do is, it's just a long foam piece. I'm going to take about 9 inches of this and I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to use the fur again, and I'm going to hot glue my fur onto this on both. I'm going to cut it off and then I'm going to hot glue on the other side as well, so it'll be totally covered, and then that will be his arms. So I'm going to do that for 2 of them. So I'm using 9 inches of this, and then I'm going to hot glue it down onto the backing of my fun fur. So I have his arms attached now, and I've attached a hanger at the back. I'm going to hang him up, and then I have got the Christmas scarf from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm going to put that around his little neck also. And I think he's turned out pretty cute. And so there he is. And now I attached my arms. I just went up and I used another zip tie and I attached it right to one of the bars on the wreath frame. So he's all ready to hang. So what do you think? Please tell me in your comments if you would like to make one of these. I mean, it's really not that expensive either, because it's just made with all Dollar Tree supplies mostly, except for the little face, of course, and the fur. But anyway, if this is something you'd like to try, I really hope you will. He is kind of cute. And now, I was inspired to make this from a video that I saw from a lady whose name was Sandra Geraldo in Casa. Now, she did hers a little bit different, and I think you'll find her if you search her possibly on Facebook. And she's got a lot of great tutorials out there too that I'm sure you would enjoy watching. So if you would like this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please comment, and always remember to be kind. And thank you so much for watching. Bye now.